participants, the active participants of today's program, the training program. Myself, Dr. T. Shri Vijay Kriba from Periyar College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. To start with, let me congratulate the active team, that is the Management Wonders team, who are enthusiastically involved in conducting such kind of programs during this critical situation. Earlier, they conducted an international level conference where researchers presented their findings, and as a continuity today they have arranged this training program. I heartily congratulate the Management Wonders team, and as a special mention, I also convey my congratulations to Manjula madam and Karthik sir for they shared that this is today is a special day for the Management Wonders team, as they are completing 1 year of this Management Wonders constitution. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, team members. I think I can start with my session. Yes. In today's session, I have chosen the topic of stress management. So this session will be having an introductory aspects. Next slide. What is stress? So in recent days, during this lockdown period, every now and then, even in a common dialogue which happens within our family, we just discuss and we used to talk the term, I am stressed. You just keep away from me. You go. I am slightly stressed likewise. Why? Because the situation is like that. So our daily routine is affected, and we are sometimes getting annoyed due to the circumstances that we are facing in today's situation. So stress. So what is stress? It is a reaction people just show due to excessive pressure or other types of demand due to they just face them. They are not able to cope up their worry, I can say. Next slide. So it is a wear and tear our minds and body experience. We'll be just thinking stress means which part is being mostly destroyed. Both mind as well as our body, they just undergo this wear and tear. It is unable to cope up with the unfavorable environment that we are facing. Next slide. So here the definition goes like this. Stress is equated to pressure greater than resources. So when the resources, when it is going to be somewhat lesser, so whatever opportunity is going to be lesser, and we are not able to manage and handle the things, what happens? Peer pressure is developed, and when that pressure is going to be more, the stress happens. So this is the definition they say for stress. Next slide. So what are the feelings? I think these kind of feelings in every day. I think even today is Sunday, weekdays. Nowadays, I think every day is Sunday. Every day we have to check the calendar. What day is today? Because every day we are at home. We are working from home. We are doing our official work at home only. So all these kind of feeling we are experiencing now and then. Worried, tension, getting tired quite often, frightening for something, elated, or else depressed, or getting anxiety, or many of the times we just undergo angerness. So to our family members or to our official colleagues likewise. So these are some of the feelings of stress. Next slide. So what are the types of stressors? There are two types, external factors as well as internal factors. Yes. The external stressors, what may be the type? Physical environment, social interaction, organizational, major life events, as well as daily hassle. I'll be just giving you what is happening in all these parameters. Next slide. The physical environment, yes, a heavy noise, even bright light, some kind of heat for some time period, then confined spaces. So all these just make us stress. I think during this situation, we are in a position to work within the very quite few space that we have been provided, and that also just makes us stress. So all these types they considered as a physical environment. Next, social interaction. So this especially happens in our workplace. Rudeness, bossiness, aggressiveness, bullying. So rudeness, if somebody is going to be very rude to us all the time, showing their bossiness, I am your boss, you have to obey me. So as a boss, I'm just laying down you this order, you have to just stick on to it, all these things. And some people being aggressive all the time to others, so thinking that they are the superficial persons. Likewise, as well as bullying, harming the person. There are some persons, even when we just talk to them, or it is going to be a common dialogue, they just criticize and harm us, thinking that they are just joking us. So likewise, all these also will just cause us stress. Next slide, sir. Organizational. So when we are I think many of us are in working in an organization, so we just get move on to stress when we are in a situation to undergo strict rules and regulations, and that too sometimes we are in a situation to not to cross the red tape. So what is the red tape? They'll be placing some boundaries. So within this target line, within this period of time, you have to finish it and submit, or else I will throw you away. Likewise, we are exposed to some kind of dialogues like that. So that situation, we also call it as deadliness. They just fix some deadlines for us. So all these things also lead us to stress. Next slide. So in our personal life, some of the major life events, so birth. So some people may wonder what this lady is telling. What any birth will lead to stress? If there is going to be deformity in birth of the child, so that will lead to some kind of stress. So when we lose some of our uh, family members, the death of our family members, it ultimately causes us stress. When we lose a job and promotions, so promotions definitely will give us happiness only, but if that promotion is going to be accompanied with a more workload, so that will cause us stress. As well as some marital status change, if we are not satisfied with the newly married life, so that will also lead us to stress. Next, the daily hassles, the daily happenings that lead us to stress. What is commuting, the journey? If it is going to be a heavy journey, every day we are in a situation to take a travel for a very long time, for a very long distance, that also will just lead us to stress. Commuting, long journey, misplaced keys. I think many of us might have experience or experiencing this situation. So we might be misplacing the keys due to hurry burry, that we are just getting out of our house. Then we just keep on stressed. Where is the key? That also one type. And mechanical breakdown. So the vehicle that we travel, if there is going to be any breakdown in the vehicle, we will be in a hurry to just go on time and report for our duty. So if there is any mechanical breakdowns in the journey or in the vehicle, or even if the bus breakdown, likewise, it also leads to stress. So every now and then, though we don't use the word stress, this stress in all the occasions. Next slide. So what are the internal stressors? What are the factors that leads to internal stress? Lifestyle choices, negative self-talking, mind traps. We just trap something in our mind, as well as personality traits. Next slide. We'll be discussing about lifestyle choices. Some people have the habit of regular consumption of caffeine. So in some form like tea, coffee, or some other nicotine form like structure, as well as lack of sleep and overloaded schedule. Thinking of those things, they also lead to stress. Next, negative self talking. Always there are some persons who will be pessimistic in nature. That is, in every situation, they will just only peep into or see only the negativeness among them, and they won't look into the positivity. So pessimistic thinking. So this is going to be bad for me. I think some bad is going to happen for me. It is not good. Likewise, we just see only the bad things. So pessimistic thinking, self-criticism. So this also is going to cause us more stress. So don't go for self-criticism. So I will only get low marks in my exams, or I will only get these kind of jobs. I won't go for promotions. So don't go for self-criticism. And there is another extreme also, over-analyzing. Keep on thinking, analyzing ourselves. So that is also going to lead us to stress, negative self. Then next, mind traps. So trapping something, the negativeness in our mind all the time. So every now and then thinking of some negative aspects and trapping them in the mind, so that unable to just look what is happening and how to overcome it. So unrealistic expectations. So always fearing for it won't happen, but we will just think whether I may just get an arrear in my exam, or I may get scoldings from my boss today, or I may miss the bus today, or likewise thinking some unrealistic expectations and getting stressed. Then taking things personally. The message what we might have got might also be received to some other person, but what we think means this message is for me only. That person has just wrote this statement for me only. So taking things personally. So that is also not good. And all or nothing thinking. That is taking all the things for them. That is one extent. Or this is not for me. I am not that one. So not taking at all. So that is also not good, which will lead to stress. Then exaggeration. So exaggerating the things, as well as rigid thinking, stubborn, being stubborn in one aspect, not flexible in nature. So all these things will lead to mind trapping. Ultimately, stress is increased. Next slide. Personality traits. So many working people just want to be perfect all the times. As human beings, we are all human beings. So we used to make mistakes. So that we can rectify now and then. We cannot be perfect all the time. But there are some people who just want to be perfect all the time, so that people will be always just telling them, you're a perfect man, you're a perfect lady, likewise. So for getting that name, so they want to be perfect. So that keeping in their mind all the time will lead to stress, as well as workaholic. So all the time thinking of their work, working. So that also will lead to stress. Next slide. So what are the types of stress? So you might be thinking, I think this is one of the message that you can have hereafter. There is not only negative stress, there is also going to be positive stress. Yes, stress will also do some good things to us. Yes, you may wonder what this resource person is telling. Stress is going to do some good for me. What kind of good? So yes, of course, there is also some good things that can happen by means of stress. They call it as positive stress. Next slide. Negative stress. So far what we have been talking all comes under negative stress, of course. We ultimately we just get headache, digestive problems, skin complaints, insomnia, that is sleeplessness, as well as ulcer like conditions. So when it is going to extend, it just causes unrelieved stress, leading to mental, physical and spiritual health gets disturbed. So all these conditions we call it as negative stress. What about positive stress? Next slide. Positive stress, yes, which just gives us some positive effect. It motivates, it provides us some awareness to cope up with the situation. It provides the sense of urgency and alertness, so that we will do some kind of work in a more smarter way than we expected. I think the participants who are listening to my lecture today will just agree with me. In many situations, I can share my own feeling. So I'll be just worried how I'm going to complete this task. I'm much stressed. But on one fine occasion, we are supposed to just do that task without any other assistance. So in such case, what I'll be doing means, yes, I will, I have to, no other go. So that itself will just give us some kind of awareness, some motivation, self motivation, so that I will be just getting some positive stress, and I was able to manage and come out with a positive results. So this also you might have experienced in your daily life. I hope so. So that stress, they call it as positive stress. What the persons are telling means, yes, positive stress is required now and then. Next slide. So the individual, what's happening to the individual? Each and every one person is going to be in different. You are different. I'm different. So who are all in our family, though we are family members, colleagues, or close friends, everyone is going to be different, having different thinking and reacting to the occasions. So the stress level, it may vary from one people to another people. So based upon the way we have been brought up by from our childhood, and the things that we have learned from our teachers, parents, and from the religion which we are sticking on. So the stress, it may vary from individual to individual. Next slide. So it is going to be the stress that we are experiencing are all, many of them are going to be self-generated. The reason somebody is asking why you are stressed, but the answer that we will give means due to some external factors only I am stressed. That is not the answer. For many of the stress that we are undergoing, the major reason is going to be self-generated. Only we are responsible for the stress that we are undergoing. Next slide. So self-generated stress is something of a paradox, like that is contradictions. We just move on, stick on to the contradictions every now and then. And once we come out of this paradox, the contradictions in our life, we can just minimize this self-generated stress. Next slide. So now, as a pharmacist, being a pharmacist, I'll just also touch upon some of the medical terms to you people. The endocrine system, which one is mainly responsible? We told that our body is damaged, the mind is disturbed likewise. So what is happening due to this stress? This stress response is controlled by the endocrine system within our body. So what is happening? This endocrine system, the endocrine glands, they secrete some hormones. So what are the hormones? The adrenaline and testosterone like hormones. Their quantity is going to be somewhat increased and just leads to physical or mental disturbances due to this hormone secretions. Next slide. So what happens? What do these, when there is an endocrine system response, what kind of responses do this stress produce? Increased pupil dilation. So in our eyes, the pupil, they get dilated. Perspiration. So we just suffer for respiration. So lack of oxygen. So perspiration will be there. Increased heart rate and blood pressure. So our BP will be increased. Then our breath will be rapid, then the muscle gets tense, and as well as the increased mental alertness is there. Next slide. So adaptation syndrome. So what happens? So all these factors, the endocrine system will just develop due to stress. So what happens? There is alarm response, adaptation, or exhaustion. How this endocrine system will adjust means either alarm response will be created or adaptation. We have to adapt or we have to exhaust. Next slide. So what is that alarm response? This is the fight or flight response that prepares the body for immediate action. So what is that fight or flight? I can just tell you, if you are going to see a snake in your environment, so just like you are standing outside in a very fine evening, and all of a sudden you are seeing a snake. So what, we'll just run away. So that is the first thing we will do. So we will just flight off. We will just take off from there. We will run away. That is one response. Or what? There is no other go. It may enter into our house. So that is the situation what we have to do, what we will be doing, we will be just searching for to hit the snake and just to kill it. So that is going to be fight. So that is the first type of response the endocrine system will prepare us. So the adrenaline, testosterone hormones that are secreted in our body, they will first tell us for alarm response. You just run away or else you fight with it. So likewise, we just will be prepared. Next slide. Adaptation phase. So sometimes, so this is the situation. So there is no other go. We have to face it. We have to tackle it. We have to handle the situation. So if it is like that, we have to get adapted. So that is the second aspect of stress, balancing the stress. Adaptation phase. The body prepares for long-term protection. So the hormones will be secreted to increase the blood sugar level. So sometimes what happens, this is actually a negative fact, the blood sugar levels will also be increased. So adaptation, getting adapted. But what happens, we'll become fatigued, or the concentration will get lapsed, as well as we'll become lethargic also. Next slide. Exhaustion. So and the third phase is going to be exhaustion. If there is no other go, okay, totally exhausted. So in chronic stress situation, the sufferers, they will experience the exhaustion phase only. They will become emotional. Their physical as well as mental state will become disturbed. So that adrenal exhaustion, we call it as the adrenaline will be secreted to a greater extent. So our body get exhausted. So that only it leads to some illness and collapse, and the total system gets collapsed. Our normal routine gets collapsed. So I can repeat. The first thing is time. That is, we'll be going for alarm response. How to handle the stress. Our endocrine system will tell us go for alarm response to start with, fight or flight. Oh, that is not possible. Okay, you adapt it, you stick on to it. That is the second step our endocrine system will teach us. So that is also not possible. The third step, getting exhausted, our system gets damaged. Next, symptoms of stress. So physical, mental, behavior. Our behavioral symptoms will also be disturbed, as well as emotional symptoms. Next slide. Physical symptoms. So these are some of the stress symptoms that we experience. Our sleep pattern gets changed. We become dull. We become fatigued. Our digestion system gets disturbed, so that our digestion pattern also changes. Loss of sexual drive. Headache will be developed now and then. So the first statement that we just dialogue, the common dialogue in our homes nowadays are, I'm having headache, I'm slightly stressed, I'm getting headache, so just don't disturb me. Likewise, headaches, aches and pains. Then infections also, indigestion, dizziness, laziness, then getting fainted, then developing more sweat, then trembling. Our hands and feet are going to be shivering like trembling, then tingling hands and feet. All some people, when they are going to be excessively stressed, they will move on their feet and hands. So tingling the hands and feet. Breathlessness, that is lacking of respiration, developing palpitations. The heart rate will be increased, then missing our heartbeats. So these are some of the physical symptoms that we develop due to stress. Next. Mental symptoms, lack of concentration. We'll be unable to concentrate in our regular routines. Memory lapse, we'll forget things. Then we'll be finding difficult in making decisions. We'll get confused, disoriented, as well as we'll get panicked. For even some little things, we just get panicked. So these are some of the mental symptoms of stress. Next. Behavioral symptoms. So appetite changes. That is appetite, I think, that is a feeling of hunger. So too much hunger or too little. So that may happen if you are stressed. And as well as eating disorders, anorexia or else bulimia. So what do you mean by anorexia? Loss of appetite. We won't be feeling the thought of having food at That one they call it as anorexia. What do you mean by bulimia? I think I can share, I can spend few seconds about this bulimia. Nowadays, the youngsters, what they are just doing means, in order to just make them thin and slim, they are just opting for many of the ways through social media and all. Of that, one is going to be this bulimia. So what is this bulimia? That is, they will take many number of yes sir, I'll conclude. They will just take more amount of food. At the same time, they'll also just go for purgation, evacuation immediately. So these and all coming under behavioral symptoms. So other things also comes under behavioral. Next slide. So emotions, so we become impatient, fearfulness, we develop fears, persons will be crying, even they don't look upon their personal hygiene as well as appearance. Next slide. So illness, what kind of illness? Our cardiovascular system gets disturbed, our immunity gets disturbed, asthma develops, diabetes develops. Next slide. Digestive problems, ulcers, skin problems, headaches, migraines. So severe headache we call migraine. Then for women, menstrual syndromes will be developed, depression ultimately. Next slide. Yes, I can conclude this session. Just so far we have been discussing what are how to manage stress, what are the factors responsible for stress. At this moment, I can share many of our mind voice I can hear from you. So we wish we might be in the stage of little kid itself, because no worries, no stress, only fun. But that is only we can see in pictures, because days are gone. I'll meet you after a short period in the second session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And ma'am, can you give a short notes about the upcoming session to them, ma'am? So they will get
Yes,
some
yes,
kind of
yes.
info about it.
Sure, sure. Yes, dear participants. So the topic that I have selected for this training program, as you absolutely know, it is going to be stress management. So this, what we have discussed is about the common factor. The next, in the other second session, we will be discussing about the stress that we undergo at our workplace. Stress at work. Many are working professionals, I think so. So as working professionals, what are the stress we undergo, that we will discuss in the second session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And participant, kindly attend for the next session. The password and ID was being same, and the session was being started sharply at 1 second. Okay, the session was being sharply started at 12:15 p.m. sharply. So kindly attend for that session. In that session, the ma'am was being explained about how to manage your work stress. Right, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you will get a in-depth knowledge, like you are a academicians and or you are in a profession, like in a field of academic. So you have a lot of pressure and stress. So how to manage your stress at that kind of areas. So kindly attend for the session. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.